All this corona thing, me, I'm in Abuja, I did isolation.
We dey try stay indoors, we dey try behave ourselves. We no want anything we go cause uh, kasala for anybody. We've been on lockdown even before the government lockdown.
Yeah.
We've been because we know what an infectious disease is, and we know how dangerous it is, especially to people who have compromised immunity, or people who are old, or people who have underlying conditions,
Yeah.
if you
You know,
understand.
because the way I'm looking at this thing is very, very serious. Oh. And
Absolutely.
like for me, I'm taking it seriously. Like when my family came back from the UK, I purposely made sure that we're in isolation, and I made sure that we carried out a test. Even when they came, even my wife was saying that, so me, I'm moving back. I said, no, it's not I'm moving back, it's just the right thing. We need to adhere to the advice from our CDC and the Ministry of Health. It's not that I can't say that because you are my family and everything. You might have been exposed from where you're coming from, so let just take the
Isolate,
necessary.
yeah.
So we did that, and we did our test, and everything came back negative. And since that time, I've made sure that everyone is on lockdown and they are not going out. But come to think of it, today I was just thinking about all these things. I looked at it and I began to see more of like spiritual interpretation to this coronavirus thing. I'm beginning to see a lot of spiritual interpretation to it because, even as a Muslim, I know that God will not be happy with what is going on in the world. Even if you look at what is going on in the world today, every part of the world, even every part of the people in this world. I understand what you say most of the time about churches and everything like that. Most of all the churches are being turned to money making machine. I even heard that some churches, they were even already setting up what's that in the internet
Portals.
but portals to take money from people. Whilst I saw some churches, abroad, that they are even going out with their money, with their able to give people and everything like that. Outside that, even this internet that we are using, this internet we are using is meant to make life easier for us. Do you know how many people, what people have used internet to do? Different social media. People have used social media to ruin other people's life. People have used social media to break people's money. People have used social media to send people out of their jobs. People, internet. When they say internet, fraudsters. People have used internet to siphon other people's money. You will see somebody will wake up one day and have money in their account. You're like, whoa, they moved the person's account. You know, they moved the person's money out of the account. Some people have died because of issues like that.
Absolutely.
Government. You see everybody that is in government that is doing the things in the will of the people. You know what I'm saying? So even we've seen imam, we've seen pastors that they even rape girls that are meant to be part of their congregation and everything. So I just think that this thing is spiritual. I think it's spiritual, trust me. And I believe that, and it's good that we're even saying this, and people are here, and even you are saying this to you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I'll tell you something. Today, I told my wife something. Today, because I was in my office here, because I've always been here in the house, and I was working. I don't know, so I just slept off, as in, I just went in like maybe a little nap for like maybe a few minutes, and I just had the conversation of like, how understanding the spiritual side of this global pandemic called the coronavirus thing, and I started saying it that how, for example, I'm looking now with a Kaaba in Mecca. Kaaba is a place that at any particular time, at any particular hour, you have millions of people that are everywhere, every part of the world. Look at Harvard today, there's nothing there. Look at churches that even people go to worship God. So God is telling us that even where you travel to, where you go to, is closer to you. So
Yes.
when I said today, like I just had that revelation that people like say this thing, I'm spiritual thing, and I'm thinking that it's right time for us to pray. So for me, I now told my wife today that I want to do like a 3 days fasting from tomorrow to pray, because as a Muslim, I know God says that whenever that we have huge problem ahead of us, we pray to Him, He will be able.
The scriptures support that.
As a bonala were killed. As a bonala were killed is what you say to God several times, no matter what the problems ahead of you, God will make sure that He resolves it. And even I saw something in the Bible. I think one day, because me, sometimes I just try to read. I saw something. I don't know whether you come about this. Let me see. I took a screenshot. Okay, let me read it out to you. I mean, you be Christian now.
Yes, so I know say people no believe say I be Christian or are they spiritual. Now because waiting church don't become. Oh yeah, read.
Okay, I don't know how true it is, but let's say whenever I hold back the rain or send locusts to eat up the crops or send an epidemic on my people, if they pray to me and repent and turn away from the evil they have been doing,
Absolutely.
I will hear them in heaven, forgive their sins, and make their land prosperous again.
Absolutely.
Because when I told my wife about the fasting, and she was like, I said I'll fast for 3 days. She said, don't I know that there's global fasting for Muslim? And then she showed me that thing. And I looked at that, I said, this fasting not be only Muslim, now everybody live there. Because God not be Muslim, not be Christian.
Abio, 100%.
And you worship people to worship God. Even the prophet of God, nobody have seen God face to face to worship God. And nobody have seen God face to offend God. You understand what I'm saying? So you mean that you worship God through people and you offend God through people. And some of the sins that we've been committing that is making God even to be angry or to do whatever now is because in between ourselves. So we cannot say when we want to play, when we want to pray also. My brother, I don't know, you know me, I'm not a Christian. Somebody is asking me that what chapter. I mean, I don't know, I just saw. I don't know. So I remember that I showed you.
It's scriptural. It's scriptural. It's scriptural. Don't worry, they talk with you, they talk. Go, I go explain the scripture to them.
Hi.
Hello, Auntie Ayobola.
How are you?
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks.
See as you can't find inside lockdown. Ogashino, they take care of you well, oh.
He's trying.
How is Naomi?
Naomi is fine. She's fine. Thank you.
All right. My madam self day here.
Doing isolation within the isolation. In the house. So we all have to stay safe.
Yeah, so
Our families, our friends, our neighbors, our communities.
yes, we all have to stay safe.
We have to. And what people understand is, you can't be selfish. It's not for you, but it's for the people that are vulnerable. There are people that don't even know that they have underlying conditions.
God bless you.
People don't know. Some people think they are healthy, but you never know. So it's the only thing. I don't know if you see that candle thing, like dominoes, one candle lighting the other, and then one drop out of the line.
Yes.
And then it stops.
Yes.
If we all stay at home,
we flatten the curve.
Yeah, I just hope the sacrifice is a lot of sacrifice on everyone.
On everyone's part, I agree 100%.
Apart from that, I think the wives are the ones enjoying this isolation.
One though is nice. One niwa 100%. The attention is
100%.
100%.
No distractions.
What we were saying, honestly, it's really good that we're doing this. Trust me, I don't know. I think
It makes a lot of sense. I totally agree with you on the need for spiritual cleansing too. Um, as because of what the spirituality has become in Nigeria, I have for a long time fought more for the physical because everything is spiritual. I've heard people tell me that coronavirus will move me. Ah, lie, lie. Èmi ọmọ Ọlọ́run,
I'm covered. I'm covered
I'm covered.
by the blood.
yeah, when Ibadan, okay, that was on okay, somebody invited me to a party in Ibadan. I'm not telling that person that in this corona clinic and everything. But if I go see corona and bad guy, somebody corona on me, say mo le ju sẹ́nu, pé sọ̀rọ̀ ni ẹ o.
Sorry, I've heard all sorts. Corona ò lè yálé wa. Meanwhile, if you read the book of Leviticus 13, 45 and 46,
Somebody said something. I think somebody said something on that thing. I said he said his Chronicles 7:14.
yeah. Yes. Mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀, but kí lorúkọ. But if you read Leviticus 13, 45 and 46, it says if you have a disease, one of those contagious skin diseases, one, you have to cover the lower part of your face. You have to live in isolation, and if somebody is approaching you, you have to shout, unclean, unclean, unclean. Meaning you have to keep social distance. In the book of Luke, some lepers came to see Christ. They stood at a distance. So, social distancing, isolation, it's all in the scriptures. Me, mobita tiri spirituality tiwa ta yasodi. God himself in both religions advocates cleanliness.
Yeah.
And it's very important.
And I think that now in what's going, we need to understand that God is even closer to you than than the clothes that you are wearing. So you cannot be saying,
Absolutely. God now lives in our heart. Hey, network. Oh.
In this one.
that you
We're losing you. Hi, guys. Network. Okay, ó dà kó ti padà sìn.
fine.
It's back.
Hello, network. Is it okay now?
Yes, it's okay. It's okay.
Is it okay now?
Much better.
Is it okay now, right?
Yes. So tell us about this fast suggestion. Kemi ma ba lọ. So èmi á lè ṣàlàyé fáwọn people tèmi náà.
No, it's just for me. I just think it's just for us, for everybody to just fast. Everybody that knows that is saying that they want to be part of it. Let us, the Muslims, during the time, can be asking God, for forgiveness and be saying more of Ayah Muslim. So there are more of Asibunallah wa ni'mal wakil, Asibunallah wa ni'mal wakil, Asibunallah wa ni'mal wakil. For me, I've made up my mind that at least I'll try as much as possible to do Calvas, in those 3 days. And for the Christians, if that is how you pray in Christianity, if this thing is truly, you understand, from the Bible or project from God, it's ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run náà ni wọ́n fi ń bẹ Ọlọ́run.
Ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run lèèyàn fi ń bẹ Ọlọ́run. Òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀.
Ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run ni wọ́n fi ń bẹ Ọlọ́run now.
Òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀.
Because I believe that man, God, you are the one that says that whenever you hold back the rain or send locusts to eat up the crops or send the epidemic to your people, if they pray and they depend and turn away from the good, you do this. Allah and them, Allah and them. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Yes.
You know, I believe that we'll be able, to see the relief that we require. So for me, I made up my mind I'll do that, and as I'm telling you, I just get back.
Yes, Tony. So 3 days. Now there are so many lórí àwẹ̀ tá a fẹ́ gbà yìí. Mo fẹ́ ká ṣàlàyé fáwọn èèyàn. I want us to explain to people because there are some people who are not qualified to fast.
They have underlying health
They have
issues.
underlying health issues. And tó bá ní diabetes ò lè gbààwẹ̀. No, I want us to explain it to people. Everybody gbààwẹ̀. Now, àwọn tí ò lè gbààwẹ̀ kan fún àwọn tí ò ní kan tọrọ fún wọn. Give them food. At least use this as an opportunity to feed people while you cannot fast. And tó bá ní ulcer, and tó bá ní diabetes, and tó bá ní high blood pressure, one gbọ́dọ̀ wà very careful with fasting. Now, you said something earlier on. You said if you offend God, now through human being. And if you please God too, now through human being. So if you want to reach God and you say you get diabetes or any of these ulcer kind of sicknesses, you can reach God through other people. Matthew 25:31 says, each time you did it to the least of my brothers, you have done it for me. Each time you saw me hungry and you fed me. And when you're how were you hungry? Only when the least of my brothers was hungry and you fed my brother, you have fed me. That is the words of Christ. So it's also an opportunity for those who cannot do this to also join us in the fast, but they should use this as an opportunity to uplift the people around them, especially the poor and the hungry.
Yeah. Very important. Very, very important. Because even I'm going to make a post on it. I'll put it on my page and that's fast. Anybody that wants to join, they should feel free. I think Ethiopian has some sort of spiritual interpretation.
You see, it's hard to ignore the spiritual interpretation of this. And why is it hard to ignore the spiritual implication of this? Because the world has been crumbled all of a sudden. It has shown us that religion cannot save. Ọlọ́run nìkan ló lè save. And God lives in our hearts. The scriptures tell us that man, you want to say you love God that you have not seen, but man that you have seen, you don't love. Nífẹ̀ẹ́ ara wa. Shina, look at politicians now. All of them are bringing their families back home. The ones that were supposed to build hospitals did not build. The ones that were supposed to build roads did not build. Now we are locked in, all of us are locked in together. This is a time for all of us. It's not a time for us to point fingers. This is the bad person. This is for sober reflection.
Whether you were listening to my Kinto Connect.
I listened to a bit.
It's not the time to point fingers. We rise up to defend ourselves. This is no more a fight for the government by the government. It is a fight by everybody.
By everybody. By everybody. And we must work and pray. There is a time. I said it when the scourge first started. I said this is no Man U Arsenal. This is not even wife and side chick. Everybody they inside this thing together. We must all work. This is not time for rivalry. This is the time for humanity. We have to put humanity first. And I appreciate what you are doing. I appreciate your conscience. I appreciate the love you have for humanity. And I appreciate the fact that you also want us to go spiritual. We're all in this together. I will support your 3-day fast. We will also fast, and because Madam is our prayer warrior in Free Nation. So we'll also join you with prayers.
Prayers and
I see if we can do 3 days of prayers too
prayers too.
with the fasting. We have to. We cannot just do the physical and neglect the spiritual.
Spiritual. Has to be a combination.
Remaining 1 second remaining.
Overcut off near.
Eh?
You cannot live video is 1 hour. So it's in round there. So you have to take a round off.
Okay, yeah,
You have about a minute. So sorry round we're going to first off. Oops. Okay. So guys, we're still live on YouTube. Hey you. We're still live on YouTube and we're still live on Tastebudzng, Instagram. So we're going to do 3 days of fasting, like Honorable Shina Peller suggested, and it's an opportunity for all of us. He's a Muslim and a politician. We're Christians. He's got his political supporters and the Muslims. We have the Free Nation in Christ. We all need to come together and also pray together about what is going on. There's no way we're not going to seek the face of the Lord. There is no way at this time we wouldn't seek the face of the Lord. It's been going on for too long. Religion has failed. Where are all the big churches? They're closed down. Let's say the churches were open, we'll say, wow, the houses of God are open. First Peter chapter 2 and 5 instructs us. We are a royal priesthood. We are the building blocks of the spiritual temple in heaven, not on the earth. God doesn't have a house on the earth. He has places of worship. He also has places where the brethren gather. But he does not have a home on earth. The whole earth is his footstool. Acts chapter 7. Even heaven is just his throne, is not his home, is his throne. Who can build God a house as big as and as glamorous as and as beautiful as the whole world that is where he puts his leg? And heaven, that means the house you build must be better than heaven if you want to build a house for God. And truly, this house is going to be the house of God. It has to be better, bigger than heaven. There's no ark of any covenant on earth anymore. It is all in heaven. This is a wake-up call. This is the worst time for religion. People are waking up. If you had been saving 10% of that little money that you were giving as tithe, if you had been saving it, by now, you will have something to fall back on. But like I said earlier on, this is not an opportunity for us to point fingers at one another. This is the opportunity for us to give back, to work as a collective,
Yes.
and attack this as a collective. We now realize that we need more hospitals and churches. Once we come out of this, the ones we've built they are enough. Anybody that is still building a new church now is wicked. We have enough churches. This is not a time also to point fingers. Apostle Suleiman is also encouraging people to talk about washing your hands, staying at home. In the Apostle Suleiman challenge that's currently going on my page, go to my Instagram account, Daddy Freeze, and see how we're giving away 50,000 naira each to 10 people who can speak their local languages. You see, anybody with a phone who can speak, that means your mother can take part in the challenge.
Yes.
Your grandmother can take part in the challenge.
The challenge because it's your traditional, your dialect.
So it's the easiest challenge on earth. How to say, wash your hand, sanitize your hand, sit at home.
Sit at home, stay indoors.
Stay indoors or maintain cleanliness. wash your hands, and now pray.
Pray.
Any Your grandmother can win this money. So it's no longer that the free is giving money to. We
So
actually, as far as we're concerned, want to take it to the grassroots. I also have another 10K for 10 other people that will be giving out 10,000 naira for 10 people. So we'll let you know how that goes, but we want to finish this first. So throughout this period, that we're going to have giveaways to encourage people. Now we're going to make you work for it. Little things that would be convenient for you to do. Because let me tell you, if you call me and tell me you are a widow, I can't verify. But I can verify if you do a video and speak your language and you get the message right.
message
I
right.
can verify that. And I can now send you the money. But everybody's a potential widow. Somebody called me today. I'm a widow. This is taste buds.
All those challenge are ways of encouraging us to carry out the physical aspect in order for us to come out of this situation, in order for us to come out of this
Absolutely.
situation we found ourselves in, this pandemic, we have to combine the physical and the spiritual. So all these challenges are geared towards encouraging people to practice the physical aspect that will eventually bring us out of this pandemic that we're in. So it's a way for you to practice cleanliness and also make some money for yourself.
Absolutely.
Participate.
So please support us on this.
Participate.
Participate. And this is, like I was saying earlier on, this is Taste Buds, head of Free Nation admin. She will tell you people that have called themselves widows and have come, and we have given them money only for us to realize that
It was a fluke.
nah, kurukere. There are people who have used sickness to collect money from us. Somebody say my woman fine and she's a big cook join. So she did try and I dey appreciate them. She did try. So and she's very supportive of my cause, and I'm also very supportive of her own causes. So it's also an opportunity for families to spend time together. Every evening, I always try to watch a movie with the family. It's an opportunity. I don't tell my
Listen to
daughter,
the
say me, go
news.
sleep, afternoon sleep. So all of us go watch movie till like 5 a.m.
Yeah, movie night. Movie night now is almost like a daily thing.
Movie night is like, yeah. So
It's like a daily thing.
we are, the two youngest children are not even allowed to go downstairs because we're trying to manage the situation. So the older daughters go downstairs to bring food and do one or two things. My 12-year-old daughter and 5-year-old son are not even allowed to climb the stairs. Now, when I see any of them, that hey, upstairs, oh yeah, now. Why? Because the ones who come downstairs have to shower the moment they come upstairs. Once you go outside or come downstairs, you must shower. So we also need to be extra careful. The nanny lives with us in house. I had to specifically beg her and say, look, you can't go anywhere. If you go anywhere, you can't come back. Not because we hate you, but simply because of what's out there.
We're trying to keep her
So
safe.
we are
because
all
if
safe.
she gets compromised, then we
all get
so-
compromised. Now, the problem with people like us, God forbid, is if anything should happen, everybody's saying you're looking fine. If
Thank
anything should
you.
happen, I will not be able to preach. God forbid if I have to be quarantined somewhere, or God forbid, we will not be able to get the message across to encourage you to also open your eyes to the reality of what's going on. So 3 days of fasting. If it's 12 o'clock, you can break your fast. Fine.
Yeah, prayer and fasting. So those that
I
can't fast,
Now,
can
what
join us
I
in praying.
need you, we'll have a prayer at 12 o'clock every
Yes,
day for
every day,
3 days.
3 days.
So Tastebud is going to announce this on the Free Nation Prayer Group. If you're part of the Free Nation Prayer WhatsApp group, you will get a message shortly with regards to this. Um, Thank you very much. All of you saying fine woman, fine woman, fine woman. I couldn't have done this Free Nation.
Thank
You see,
you.
because when I'm out there, it's a war front. When I'm out there at the forefront of line of the battle, the front lines of the battle, and they are insulting me, they insult her too. As they insult me, they insult her.
Dear.
Now the funny thing is, now the work where God send me, you go insult, insult, insult. Your mouth no even sharp reach my own. If I catch you and I enter you, to buy rope go begin hungry you. To drink a sniper go hungry you. But the problem is she has family, she has friends who would see the comments in her own section and will start to get to her. Sometimes she just comes to me and say, "What are you doing again that they are insulting me in my comment section?" You understand? But at the end of the day, what we've been shouting about for 3 years, una don't see him now. Una don't see him now. Even this coronavirus. Ask her, I've called family members. Prepare yourselves for this isolation. There's going to be isolation. There's going to be restriction. I categorically told mommy that she said she wanted to try. Say you cannot travel. Wherever you travel to, you'll be there. They will shut down states. And less than a week later, it happened.
Yeah.
Everything I've warned you about, giving your money to mega churches that are never ready to give you back. You understand? This one is saying, Daddy Freeze, are you saying we should not believe science, rather we should fast and pray? Have I ever, even Apostle Suleiman's challenge that we are doing, he says, wash your hands, sanitize your hands, stay in a clean environment.
Physical and spiritual.
You have to be in isolation. Yeah. Stay at home and then pray.
Pray.
So if a Pentecostal pastor
you need to
can say that, what about me? Where are you getting this idea from? Where are you getting this idea?
Science were so perfect, why is the vaccine not yet out?
Why is the vaccine not yet out? So science itself is another box. I want to teach that tomorrow. The box called science. Everything in science is a box, just like religion. It's just that science is a box that has more results than the box of religion. But science itself is a box. It's closed in. And there's science sheeple too. Just as there are religious sheeple, there's science sheeple, there are conspiracy theory sheeple. So sheeple not be only, when we say free sheeple, it doesn't mean church only. There are sheeple inside science.
In every sphere of life.
You understand what I'm telling you? There are sheeple everywhere. There are many things science can't explain. If science was 100% answer, you should have 0% death in coronavirus. As it's coming. Lick this medicine, take this medicine, do this, stay away from sun, finish, everybody go survive. It's not like that. Even them, they struggle.
Everything is a box.
Science of today be like rewire. You don't see rewire they work before. Rewire go cut this wire. If the engine die, that means say, now this wire. If it cut 6 wires until the one you cut, now trial and error. Science now like rewire work. Do you understand? Prayer and spirituality also has its shortcomings, don't get me wrong. But I believe a combination of both. Science is a gift from God. God made us thinking people.
Yeah, thinking.
When God gave Noah the religious foresight of the rain to come, he had to build that boat scientifically. It gave him something cubit. This is something cubit here. It must be this. It must be that. Go and read it in the scriptures. In the book of Genesis, clearly explained.
It's a combination of both.
So it's clearly it's a combination of both the physical and the spiritual. Somebody is telling me fasting does not solve problem. No problem. Don't join us now. We are a Free Nation
It is not
group.
Compulsory. No one is forcing you to fast.
Fumilola, I swear if you mention government again here, I will block you permanently.
So if you can't fast, you can pray. And if you choose not to do either of the two, it's also fine.
Somebody said I should stop touching my nose. I'm inside my house. My house is secure. Somebody's telling me, you see, I had a quarrel with them when I had the live video earlier on today about this government. Government should be this, government should be this. I don't want to hear it
This
again.
is not a time to point
Is
fingers.
one,
We
and
have to collectively help ourselves to come out of this.
two, you voted your government. Whatever your
Yeah.
government is a product of you, a reflection of you, a mirror of you.
Yeah,
You are your
put them in.
government,
We put them in power.
and your government behaves like you. Your government behaves like you.
So we're a
Solution is
reflection
not
of the government
100%
we have.
medical. If it were 100% medical, everybody going into those isolation centers will come out alive. Solution is a combination of spirit and work. The scriptures are very clear. As I look your face now, your face so fine, don't forget the scripture.
Oh, please. Right on.
Faith without works is
It's
empty.
vain. It's futile.
That's what I wanted to
It's
say. I
futile.
look her face now, no see. Somebody say you didn't vote for Buhari. Okay. How many of you voted for Showore or Mogalu, the young people who could have made a change? How many of you? Combine Showore and Mogalu, they don't have 80,000 votes. So if you didn't vote for Buhari, who did you vote for? Don't even tell me you sat at home. That means you are worse than even the people that voted. You could not leave your house, but when it's time for Big Brother, only you'll be voting 50 times.
It's easy.
This one is telling me you too like women. I don't know where I get these people from. It's like, can I please appeal to you? Any day I'm doing live video, if you know say you don't get brain, borrow. Dear Zenith Bank, UBA, start as you are borrowing people money, borrow people brain. Let there be a brain bank where people can just go and buy too like women. You don't see me with more than one woman before. No be the only woman where I get with. If you talk, say you too like your woman, I for understand. I too like women. I tell you, say I like your mama.
It's okay. Let's not get distracted. Some people will just.
You have to just be answering them, or else they will not be talking. They'll be talking this one that will be annoying somebody.
Yeah.
So please, the both of you, that all the people that are saying you did not vote Buhari, you didn't vote any better, or you did not vote, is the same
It's
thing.
the same thing.
It's the same thing. Coronavirus is also an opportunity to explore our spirituality. Do you know God?
Yeah. Draw closer to Him.
Hosea chapter 4 and 6 tells us very clearly, my people perish because they don't know me. Christ said in very clear words, the more you listen to my teachings, you would have an abundance of knowledge. Christ said, the knowledge of the truth would set you free. You will know the truth. Knowing the truth is knowledge of the truth, and it will set you free. So it's an opportunity. I'm a scriptural teacher. I should teach you spirituality too, because the scriptures are filled with spirituality. I just don't want to emphasize what the Nigerians call spirituality. That is not spirituality.
That's brainwashing.
Brainwashing. Bring your money. Let's give to our God, like they're worshiping Shopono. Very important. It's time for sober reflection. It's time for you to be with people you love. It's time for you to appreciate
the fact that you are the church.
Yes.
This is the time for you to come to the realization that you are the church.
Somebody saying, I'm still waiting. Oh, what's Free Nation? Are you Christian? Are you Jewish? No, we are farmers. So we are here to tell you how to invest in maize. As in, if you don't understand something, can you just take a few minutes instead of jumping? You're not even waka go express. You jump from bridge down to express, trailer jam. Why can't you take a few minutes to just go to I have over 700 videos on my YouTube, youtube.com/Daddy Freeze Teaches. Please subscribe, and also subscribe to Tastebudzng. This is the opportunity for you to learn how to cook. You are stuck at home, you don't know how to cook. Go to at Tastebudzng on YouTube. You have fish, you have pepper, you have onion, you have salt. You don't know how to combine it. Go and watch her YouTube channel. She will teach you how to combine things that will give you ideas. So your husband will not just look at you and wonder that, my side chicks are
Wrong
big
too.
cook past my wife. But at the same time, sorry, I don't sound like Baba. Please, this is also an opportunity for men. If your wife cannot cook and you two cannot cook, the two of you will suffer. So those who want to marry women that cannot cook must know how to cook themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, if you look at this particular pandemic, it was brought in by the rich. There's a certain level of financial stability you have to be able to have your kids abroad.
Abroad.
You understand? To be able to be traveling regularly. So it was brought in by the rich. This is the first time we have is just look at everybody has the two people that died from coronavirus in Nigeria. Sorry, one that guy that said coronavirus, he has
Guys,
entered
messed
my
me up,
head.
man.
The
Jeez.
two people that died from coronavirus in Nigeria, one is former MD of this, the other one is they're not poor people. For you to be able to even go to AMVCA is not for the poor. Only the cloth where some people go wear go that AMVCA if it be half a meal. That's if they don't
Yes.
include the Gucci shoes and all that. If they want to include all those ones, if it cross over a meal. And that's where somebody allegedly went with it. So, but the problem is the moment it comes in, now poor people go share them. And like Shina Peller's wife said, there's so many people who don't know they have underlying conditions. Now, when you reach there, now you're going to say you get underlying condition. So the best thing is flatten the curve, stay out of the line, let it stop with you. Don't pass it on to the next person. So God bless you all. Thank you so much, my beautiful taste buds. We're going to what's the number for um the Free Nation WhatsApp group, or you are not in the mood to give it out again because people don't behave themselves.
Yeah,
Now
we
listen,
always say they
we
should
gave out the
send
number
the
for the
message.
WhatsApp group. People now came and started doing all sorts of nonsense on the WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
Please, on the WhatsApp group, you are not even allowed to greet anybody good morning. It's a prayer group.
It's a
We
prayer
will
group.
drop the prayer points. If you have comments regarding the prayers, keep them. Babe, if one more person says you are beautiful, I'll cut down this feed. This is not about how beautiful you are. We
Concentrate
know.
on what we are
They are not
doing.
letting me concentrate.
This is the
Okay,
number.
someone said I should repeat
The number.
your
This
YouTube channel. Taste Buds NG.
NG.
TasteBudz NG or ZNG. TasteBudzNG.
NG.
I said it the American and the British way. Abdul Bello say your wife is British. Abdul, I'm coming to look for you. Oh yeah, give me the
The
number.
number is 080
Yes.
51
Yes.
83
Yes.
36
Yes.
51.
Okay.
I'll take it again.
Olori Supergirl. Is that you?
The number, I'm going to take the number again. It is 080 51
Yeah.
83 36 51.
Okay. 080 51 83 36
60 51.
51. Okay,
Yeah.
let me call it the way me I know how to call number. 080 518 33651. Woo! Olori Supergirl, how you doing, girl? So for people who are joining our, somebody said he's Rio. Do you know anybody called Rio?
Rio.
He said he's your longtime friend.
No, maybe the Rio is abbreviated.
Okay, so Rio, she said she don't know you, no vex.
The Rio is abbreviated. Maybe I should say his name or her name,
Uh-huh.
the full version.
So so you guys are distracting with this. You're beautiful. I'm going to lock comments now. Now, guys, we want to do this 3-day fast. We'll have prayers at 12. Honori Day. You know Honori Day. That's the person saying. Honori Day. How do you pronounce Honori Day? That's the Rio. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, the admin can write the rules at the header. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Someone is saying that if we take a quick question, if it is not in line what we're talking about, ask your question. If it is not in line what we're talking about, I'm sorry, I'll have to jump and pass. Honori De Tracy from PH.
If it's Port Harcourt, it's obvious. Maybe I'll know them because I stayed in Port Harcourt for a very long time. So.
I see Free Nation as an Islamic group that a genuine question actually had to Google. Hey, what are we not here?
That's a promotion. At least it's not an 80s group.
At least, yes, at least it's not an 80s group. Before it was an Antichrist group.
Antichrist group.
So somebody has moved us to Islamic group. At least we get religion inside. Hey, good. No be Antichrist again. So please do join us if you're there. Obey the rules. Don't come there and be fighting. This uncle, you can also mute the group for people not to comment while prayer. Yes, Olori, Supergirl, thank you so much.
We actually do that.
Now, in the Free Nation, we teach people how to pray the Christian way. Many people still are under the illusion that you can just read Psalm 91 or one of those hot psalms and people will die and that God will bless you. You see, Christianity is not God blessing the widow that fed Elijah. Christianity is making sure no believer is hungry. Acts chapter 4 from verse 31. In the book of John chapter 6, when Christ fed the 5,000, he did not feed 2 people or 3 people. He fed everyone. And there was leftover. Everybody had enough to eat. Christianity is enough for everyone. Not that God is going to single-handedly bless only you. That's not Christianity. But that is what our pastors preach. I was telling them something earlier on. Let me tell you, if I was a Pentecostal pastor, I would just cash in on this. We've been doing online church for the last 3 years. So they say everybody should do online church. Nobody where I sit down here, they do my church, they teach you Bible.
Welcome to our world.
Now, she has an online industrial kitchen. As we did, people still the order food. As we did now, people still order food.
It's still coming to.
If it is by money, Tastebudzng has probably made more money in the last 3 weeks than in the last quarter of last year. So she they reject order. But that's not a Christian blessing. Some people out there will say, God bless me inside this coronavirus and they make money while people no see money. No, I cannot call a blessing.
We wish we were never in this situation.
Yes, I cannot call it a blessing because she's making money and she's able to make money inside where other people cannot eat. Inside a pandemic.
Inside a period people are dying.
Where people are dying. But you see, what Pentecostal Christianity teaches you is God will bless you, open the gates of heaven for you and rebuke the devourer. So, according to Malachi chapter 8, even though she's not a tither, God has rebuked the devourer for her this period. There is no devourer for Tastebudzng.
No devourer.
Even we, they latch on, say, Baba, wait in the kitchen, we'll chop something. Yesterday night, na ishewu. Abi? Afternoon, na rice and beans and dodo. The other night, na eja osan. This night is what?
It's butterfly prawns and shrimp.
Butterfly prawns and shrimp roll. So it would have been easy for me to say, yay! Even though everybody else is suffering, God has opened the windows of heaven and poured down a blessing in the last 2 weeks more than in the last 3 or 4 months of last year.
But that's wrong.
But that's wrong. That's not Christianity. I cannot sell that to you as a Christian doctrine. I cannot say, my non-tithe is working for me because inside a pandemic. No. That's not how Christianity is all of us.
We are together in every situation.
That is it.
Together.
We believers are together. And that is why I'm encouraging giveaways like the Apostle Suleiman giveaway, There's also another giveaway coming. We must all share equally. We must all have something to eat. Somebody say share the butterfly prawns night. Unfortunately,
You have to stay at home.
you have to stay at home. Bye. If you see taste buds butterfly prawn, the thing will come spread like this. If you bite them, they succulent. Aye. Why not tell me? I've done the salivate since. Someone said, is Christianity prescribed in the Bible? I wouldn't say so, but they're believers. I use the word Christian because we're all familiar with the word Christian. What we actually are believers. We are believers. More than Christians. Okay? Christianity is the followership of Christ. Paul, not Christ, established Christianity. We know that. It was established by Paul. And many Christian doctrines were founded on Pauline concessions. I've taught that several times. However, I can still call myself a Christian because a Christian is a follower of Christ, someone who's building his life on Yahushua Mashiach, who is the true Son of the living God. Unfortunately, I do not subscribe to the Jesus Christ ideology because Jesus and Yeshua, even though some people try to tell you that Jesus is the Yeshua. They are two totally different concepts. Easter is coming right around the corner. It's not the day Yeshua resurrected. Yeshua did not die on a Friday and resurrect on a Sunday. They say Jesus did. I don't know how a mathematician calculates 3 days and 3 nights from Friday to Sunday. I'll do another teaching on it this year to open it up, to show you that it is falsehood and paganism to believe that Christ died on Friday and resurrected on a Sunday. But that's so. Yes, your question is Christianity prescribed in the Bible? I wouldn't say so, but I'll also say so because Paul, who is the founder of Christianity, established it in the scriptures. The church in Antioch, you know. So anyway, let's round off. I can see my beautiful taste buds is getting a bit tired. She's not used to sitting down holding phone like this for many hours. This is my work. My hand is doing paja paja. You know what is called paja paja? That thing that pins and needles. Let me sound tush. My hand is, I'm suffering from pins and needles. Or make I do your paja paja mumi. All right, so paja paja is moving me. Let me go right now. I'm used to it. The paja paja will move me for 1 hour. I'll now release. My hand will now be numb. All right, guys. So bless you all. Take care of yourselves. We'll continue the church. We'll continue the teaching. And
join us tomorrow
for
for prayer and fasting. Bye-bye.
God bless you. Bye.